Let me introduce to you Sister Eileen Marnian.
I am Sister Eileen Marnian of the Sisters of St. Joseph. I love to talk about my time at the Welcome Center. I was actively involved there for 12 years. My time at the Welcome Center actually began before the Welcome Center began. In 2000, I was appointed as the director of what would become the Welcome Center. And my responsibility was to locate a property and to oversee the renovations and to kind of get this sponsored work, this new sponsored work, up and running. So those beginning days were filled with searching for property. We had the opportunity to look at a funeral home and with an adjoining doctor's office, and the price was right, the location was right, and it felt like it would be a good home for us. So we settled there, and the renovations began thanks to many, many people who helped us, many of whom were our immigrant brothers and sisters who did a lot of the demolition work before the contractors came on board. And we opened our doors officially in 2003. So from then on, it was easy to define myself as the director, where I oversaw with my friends, the sisters and staff there, the opportunities that were offered. Whenever I think of the Welcome Center, the word that jumps into my mind immediately is relationships. It is a place that just offers people the opportunity to be in relationship. I had the opportunity to meet people from all over the world. I would never have had that opportunity if I weren't there. People coming from Europe, people coming from Central and South America, people coming from the Caribbean, from all over, and people with different stories, but always with the same hope and dream, that they would find a better life for their children and for themselves, but mostly for their children. It was an opportunity for me to learn a lot about what was happening in the world, that because I didn't know people, I wasn't as invested in learning. Now that I know Albanians and Dominicans and Mexicans and Guatemalans and Peruvians, and the list goes on and on, I am much more aware of what's happening in their home countries and what it cost them to leave home. I often say I never met an immigrant who wouldn't have preferred to stay at home if circumstances didn't afford peace, security, a future for their children. They sacrificed a lot. It was a great learning for me, all the sacrificing that went into them making the decision, to leave. In this relationship building, I certainly had the opportunity to share my culture, which is what many of them came to learn. And I also had an opportunity to learn a little bit of their culture, whether it was through meals in their homes or at celebrations or even in times of sorrow. You got a glimpse into how they respond to circumstances and needs, and how they celebrate, and how they love to celebrate, and how fully we, the sisters and staff there, were welcomed into their lives. There was really no end to what we wouldn't do for our folks. And I would also have to say there was no end to what our folks wouldn't do for us. Happy anniversary, dear Welcome Center. It's hard to imagine that 15 years have flown by. Thank you for all that you do and have done and will do. That we have the right people at the right place to welcome those who are in need. So congratulations. We love you.